we
Mm,
live? Are we live? Are we live?
we're
Are we
going
live?
live.
Are we live? Are we live? Are we live?
It's going. It's chugging. And I know I'm
You
gonna have to
guys,
mute something.
oh yeah, let's mute phones.
I'm like, I know I'm gonna get on here and have to mute stuff.
You got to mute your phone too. I be hearing that shit buzz sometimes. Oh, look, I cussed too soon. We're gonna get no, we're not gonna get no ads.
Not the plan.
Anyways, hi people. I am on the last two cups of an entire pot of coffee. So enjoy the chaos that's gonna come from that. If I sound jittery, that is why.
Cause she cracked out.
Since like 7:30 this morning. So,
Oh,
so hi people.
what up?
Um, is this our first live? No, it's not. We went live last week, right?
Yes.
Okay, well then never mind. But
This
I
is
was
this
gonna
is our
say,
second, like second double live stream.
so if you guys are on our Patreon, you got to see both of us live. That was chaotic for me at least.
Ugh.
Um, but hold on, I want to see if I can pull something up real quick and share. Give me permission to share, please, while I'm pulling this up. Boss lady.
I
Oops.
wish it would stop taking away my permanent thing where I allow people to share constantly.
So you guys, I just want y'all to see something because I mentioned it so super briefly, but I didn't really share too much about it, and I don't want to share too much because um, I want you to go read it yourself. But I wanted to kind of show you guys our newspaper. So we have a monthly newsletter there, and let me see if I can pull it up. You guys, I put a lot of time and effort into this, and I think it turned out really fun.
She made
Sorry,
it
I'm
beautiful.
trying to find it. I know it's on my computer somewhere, you guys. In addition to being on an entire pot of coffee, I'm also on a lot of pain medication because my hips are treating me like a salt and pepper grinder.
Oh, poor sister.
It's not fun.
No, 'tis the season though.
Why can't I find it? I don't know where some of my downloads go sometimes, so bear with me. I have to we do a lot of downloading and oh my gosh, really? Are we doing this?
Our computer's just like, whatever.
What's crazy is it's not even okay, I know where it is. I hope y'all couldn't hear that. Jeez. So the newsletter, it's not really just like a blog. I really wanted to make it as close to a real newsletter as I could. So am I sharing yet? No, probably not. Okay,
Hmm.
share.
Fearless
We're
said the
just gonna share
crossword got
this.
her. The crossword puzzle got her.
Okay, if the crossword puzzle got you, there is an answer key that you can download to it. Go away. Okay, so can you guys see it? Can you see it?
It's so pretty.
Okay, so one, this isn't what it looks like all the time. Um, this is like the quarterly special version. We couldn't really decide if we wanted it to look old and antique or new and modern, so we went with both, but this is the one you'll see sometimes. But I just want you to see mostly this part over here. So it's pretty fully fleshed out. We have actual articles on things. We have horoscopes, astrology of the times. We have an entertainment section, news section, home and home and garden. We really just I wanted it to be legit. So real quick, just want to kind of scroll through this and you can see there's lots of stuff. But one thing that I really wanted to point out was this part. So I wrote horoscopes for the first time.
Yes.
It's hard and I hope you enjoy it, but it is there. And we have the astrology of the times, so on and so forth. We have movie reviews and we have an entertainment section as well. So, um, yeah, how do I wait? Oh no, I'm trying to stop sharing now and things are happening. Okay. Anyways, so that is available on our Patreon. You can purchase it without subscribing, or it is included in both tiers of our subscriptions on Patreon.
Yay! It came out really pretty. All our time and effort, and it looks amazing.
Anywho, has there been any witchy news? I honestly haven't had time to really like stop and read news articles.
Mm, Not that I have seen, but you know, our little your little thing that you sent me the other day is what we were gonna discuss of what was it? Why did I put it?
Oh, the fucking vampire lair.
However, people who think they're I don't know how to say this without being rude, but without
Be
not being
rude.
yeah, like people who feel they're of other kind, supernatural animals and monsters.
Oh.
Bruh.
I wanted I think we should get into that on the Patreon live because it's going to be a little messy and I don't want it
Mhm.
to be too messy here.
I mean, we could,
So,
Mhm.
you guys, we kind of went on a rant. Okay, our last double feature was definitely kind of us ranting about our previous projects with a previous partner and a little bit their partner. So, since then, okay, so the first part of it was done here. The second part of it, where we kind of got a little angrier, we'll say, it happened on Patreon, and fortunately, our amazing patrons also kind of know the situation, and they filled in some gaps that,
We
if you can't
totally
tell,
forgot.
yeah, if you can't tell, that was our first time kind of venting about it and getting it out. So I know for me, I was still very much in my feelings about it. So yeah, I was all over the place. It wasn't really like a perfect timeline of what happened. Um, and I left out a lot of stuff that some of our friends um brought back up. So also that video is on our Patreon. Again, you can either subscribe and get it as part of the subscription, or you can just buy it and watch it to be
Yes.
messy, um,
Just watch
which
us
is
be
fine.
crazy and shit talking.
Yeah. Also, like I'm actually on there talking shit, so you get to see all my eye rolls and
The faces make it so much better.
I guess I was also, but to be fair, in addition to being sassy and mad, you could also see that I was super nervous because it was my first time being on camera and I was just like trying to hide. I wanted to curl up and disappear. But I'm working on it. We'll see. We'll try to do better. I love the Fearless was like not a letter, but a full-on newspaper, y'all. Yes, that was the goal.
Yeah,
I've wanted to do it for a long time, but didn't really have a good solid plan on how to go about it and who needs to do what. And
just so you all know, we worked on planning this specific one all summer,
oh, but here's the crazy thing about it. This newsletter, oh y'all, this newsletter really tried me.
multiple times.
um so I had planned everything out and I had actually even we had articles written and everything, and then I realized I screwed up some dates and we had to write basically the entire newsletter minus the astrology part over again the night before it dropped. We did that shit in like 3 4 hours
Yep.
after complete I and it was 100% my fault. She was off doing other things for the channel and stuff like that. I was like, I got it. It's fine. Don't worry. And then the last minute I was like, be worried. Be very, very worried.
Yes, I get a text.
I
This
was like,
is
I
this.
fucked up and I'm
I
sad. I was like damn near in tears.
was like, we got it. It's all good. It's all good. But yes, just so y'all know, we worked on that newsletter all damn summer to make sure it was perfect.
Yeah. Worked on it all summer to make sure it was perfect and then fumbled it and worked on it all night to make sure it was perfect.
Yes,
I think I finished it at like 3 a.m. the night
yeah.
before it had to go live. Basically, as soon as I finished it, I had to publish it and schedule it to go
Yep.
because I would have it was so late that by the time I went to sleep, I'm like, I'm not gonna wake up in time to publish it and put it out. So let's just schedule it, get it ready to go, and then I can go to bed peacefully. But yeah, it was hectic. And I hope y'all really enjoy it because we put a lot of time and effort into it. And I really hope you guys at least go and look at what this one looks like. And then please go check out November's because they're gonna look very, very different.
Yeah.
And I personally prefer the next style you're gonna see.
Mhm. It'll be great.
Yeah. Oh, well, never mind. I'll say the rest when we're on Patreon because I had some other Patreon announcements, but that can wait for there. Um, anyways, what do you want to talk about?
I guess we could start talking shit about the whole other kind thing for, just other people like that like that article you sent about the vampire people.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'll talk about the article and then hopefully segue into the messier part of that as we go to the next one. Fine. Okay,
Yes.
cool. We finally got a plan. Sorry, you guys. I There's been a lot going on in both of our lives, but me, I have been running ragged. And so planning and doing this is almost non-existent. We kind of roll into this every morning that we do it with no plan. So I promise after the holidays things will even out, but just life is lifing extra hard.
Super hard.
So, so um the article that she brought up was a fun one. And apparently, you know what? Let me pull it up. But
Yes.
there is, I live in Michigan, not the city of Detroit anymore, but I do live close. So I still read articles about it. I get a bunch of news about it, blah, 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 blah. Well, there's this place downtown called, oh, what was it called? Now I'm sad because I can't remember what it's called. But it's, oh, geez.
I can't
Sorry.
remember what it was.
I'm mad because if my husband was here, this would be so much easier. But oh, okay. So okay. It's a former like hotel that still rents out. It's very sketchily owned. Like I don't know who owns it, but it's a very ran down building. And basically the slumlord that owns it still
Not
rents
the
the rooms out.
slumlord.
Yeah, they still rent out rooms like by the hour and by the day, I guess, if you want it. But there's also people that live there permanently. They have apartments too. And the horror stories that come from this place is ac- absolutely insane. Dang, I did not text you the name of this place, but imagine this. I guess the place inside looks very dystopian. The lighting is very dim. There is uh graffiti all over the walls, and this is inside the building, not outside. Inside the building, like these are the hallways to people's apartments. These are the hallways to rooms that are rented out by the hour. All of this is happening in the same building. And in addition to all of that, the building, like the basement, was a club called the Labyrinth, and there is like a conspiracy theory slash folklore slash, I don't know, it might just be people telling stories, but there are a lot of these stories about how there is quote unquote vampires living in this building, and a lot of people, a lot of people have stories. I'm sorry, I have to get the name of this hotel because it matters.
It totally matters in the context it needs to be in.
It does. It's like the something.
I didn't even see the name.
Oh, it's called the Leland. So
Oh,
if
there
you
you
look up the Leland in Detroit, it used to be a club, and you can pull it. It's Leland, the Leland, Detroit. And like I said, there's pictures of the building on Google. And, and when you look at it inside, you're like, oh God, yeah, people definitely die there. So
That's where people go to die.
so basically, it's the type of place where you're going to see needles all around. There's graffiti everywhere. For some reason, there's a club in the basement, and then there's rental rooms and apartments all in this gross, dilapidated building. And it was in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s. It was where a lot of the Gothic scene went. And it was very underground. So there is tons and tons of stories about running into quote unquote vampires there. And I actually found one that I found quite amusing. I think we both did. And it kind of segues into something that we'll be discussing further later. So, this is a story that I found from somebody who actually had a firsthand like interaction in front of the Leland, and they were saying that they were out. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's very calm. Detroit has a very active nightlife. So this is not unheard of. Many, many, many people are still out at 2 a.m. here. So it was her and a friend, and it was a guy friend. So they were leaving where the place that they were at, hooking up or whatever. It's 2 a.m. We're not judging. So they're leaving, and then they see two people come out of the labyrinth, which I guess is what they call the club in the Leland. And this is just what it says. It says, this guy and his friend were leaving the labyrinth. The pair stopped us and introduced themselves as Werewolf and Legion. The former proceeds to get down on all fours and starts growling and smiling seductively at us, while the latter said he was a vampire and that I had a beautiful neck. Not expecting him to answer, I stupidly asked him, how did he know he was a vampire? And he said, I knew when my friend Beth bit me.
Oh, that's just sorry. Oh,
So,
dude. Oh, like just like that. I got bit, dude.
and what's sad is like this used to be like a really beautiful historical building, but it's just absolutely, the stories about this place are literally, it sounds like a gothic dystopian novel.
I guess it's something I wouldn't read or be around because I must have been a bougie ass goth.
Well, okay, here's my thoughts on it. Are there vampires in Detroit? I don't fucking know. I don't even know if I believe in any. Actually, you know what? I can say that I don't believe that those things actually in a real life way exist. And not to be messy, because we, on our previous show, we actually had a vampire guy come on and like talk, and I asked questions, and I think he was being earnest with us. But I mean, different people believe different things, and he might believe that, but I honestly don't think that like a human is going to. Well, I guess that's kind of the argument he's going to have, but but is that he's not human. But I'm like, I'm looking at you, and I see a human, right? And you're going to tell me that you like live on blood? That shit don't make you sick.
No,
I
for
don't.
real.
Anytime I've ever ingested blood, it was on accident, and it made me really sick.
Yeah, dude, like, I don't know. It's just crazy because, like, well, when you sent me this story, it reminded me of like the vampire dens in Tucson that aren't really vampire dens. They're just a bunch of tweakers and shit.
You know what? And that's funny because that's basically what's at the Leland. And I'm like, are they vampires or they just look like that? Like, of course they're pale, they sleep all day, they're out at night doing drugs. And again, you can see the fucking needles. So you know
Yeah.
something's going on there.
I
Um,
mean, I like, like, it's funny because Fearless and I had talked about it this week as well. And like, Like she said, she's like, a lot of these people have medical issues. They just look like vampires. They just look dead because they're sick.
They're not vampires, they're just anemic.
Yeah, dude. And like, what really got me in that article you sent was the whole werewolf thing. I was like, really?
Yeah, I love how that story played into like a vampire having like a pet fucking werewolf.
Yeah,
And
I'm
I
just
was
gonna have
just
a
like,
werewolf
is this
pet.
what we're doing? You think some werewolf is just walking their, or you think some vampires walking their werewolf downtown?
Dude, the question she should have also asked was, how you know your homie over there is a werewolf? Like
Right.
how? Just because you got on all fours and started growling like a weirdo.
Also, just for shits and giggles, I do want to add the rest of that story. She admitted she was like in her 20s and she was, living on the edge like most of us do in their 20s. She gave the vampire her number.
Oh my God, that's even worse.
Y'all, this story is so funny to me.
That is
Because
even
like at the end
worse.
of the day, at the end of the conversation, you were like, you know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna give this vampire and his pet werewolf my fucking phone number, and we'll just see what happens.
That's even worse, dude. Like,
I'm
I'm
so weak.
sorry. I hung
Here's
like in like when I was younger, I was a goth kid and like I hung out at several goth clubs and shit. But I'm sorry, my friends and I, if someone came up, I'm a vampire or a werewolf, we would just laugh. Like, yes, I love those kind of stories and stuff and all that, but like for you to wholeheartedly with your chest fucking sit there and tell everybody I'm a vampire, I'm like 300 years old, and you're like, homie, I went to middle school with you. I know you're
your
not a
mom
vampire.
has baby pictures of you in the living room. There's a
Yeah.
naked picture of you in the hallway at your house when you were
Yeah.
like 2 years old. You're not 300 years old.
Like, dude, we went to kindergarten together. Come on. Well, I know you're not a werewolf. I don't know what happened to you this summer, but come on. It's just
Yeah,
funny, like, because I mean, that's not the only creatures that people claim to be either.
yeah. So I guess we can get into it a little bit because you're like, I'm not able to hold you back on this apparently. So
No, we can switch
she's
after
like,
this.
we're gonna talk about this.
We're gonna have a
So
little bit of this because I could get a lot worse later.
so we can okay, so we kind of talked about how our previous partner had X, Y, and Z going on and that it affected the business. But her partner was also he was what did he call himself? I don't know if it wasn't a werewolf,
Tyrion?
a Therian, where he believed that he had like, I don't know, I guess the soul of a wolf, which okay, so I'm good with people feeling like they have an animal that their soul is kindred with, similar to so on and so forth. But if you think for 1 second that I'm going to believe that your bones shift and you turn into a damn dog and then you go running around and then you shift back, I just want to see it. Show me. Show
Yeah,
me. Do it one time. Like, do it one time in front of me.
exactly.
Because all these people, and look, you can get mad about this if you want to. I really don't care. If you're one of those people that claim that that's what happens to you, I need you to show somebody. Like, stop just saying it. Nobody's gonna fucking believe you. I definitely don't believe you. Um, and anybody who does believe you, I think they're naive. I would, if you're gonna convince me that your bones can move and shift and like all of that, uh, just do it one time. You don't even got to do all of it. Like, change your hand into a paw.
Hmm.
But yeah, like show me your paws. We're
I
gonna
mean,
be Lady Gaga over here. Like, show me your claws.
like, I remember on Amino, there was a couple people who claimed to be mermaids. I was like, yeah, I can go buy a mermaid tail too. You know,
Yeah.
my child had a
Um,
mermaid tail when she was little and all up into the whole mermaid scene. So
this is
like,
gonna make people mad, but I think that if you're just cosplaying and having fun and you're just a mermaid for the day or whatever, fine, do you have fun. But when you actually sit there and you convinced yourself that you are a mermaid or a vampire or a dog or whatever the hell it is, Um, I need you to seek therapy.
I mean,
Because Fearless had a point. She said it does intrigue me as to the psychological and medical causes of these identities. And yeah, now as somebody who uses different energies for different things, some of them will be animalistic in nature. That's just kind of how that works. Animals have an amazing array of energies that you could tap into for various reasons. But I don't think that my bones rearrange and I turned into a different creature. One, that sounds real fucking painful. I don't know about you. I've had broken bones.
anyone ever watch what is it? American Werewolf in Paris or London? Like that looks terribly painful. Or Underworld.
And I'm
Like
like, and you guys just do this randomly for funsies when you want to go through for a run because
yes.
that was basically the way it was presented, at least to me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm
No, that's
misremembering.
how I it came across to myself as well.
So I'm like, wait, you just start running down the street and transform in the middle? Are you like an animorph? Like, is that what we're doing here? Do y'all remember those books, Animorphs? I think that's what they were called. It
Yes.
was a bunch of teenagers that turned into different animals or something.
Yes.
And I was just like, okay. I mean,
You
I
do
guess
you, but
I guess I technically can't say no, you don't, but I just don't believe it.
I mean, I've never
How
seen
come?
anybody do
Yeah,
it,
how has nobody ever seen the actual transformation?
especially when you're so open about being these other kind or other kin things. Like
Yeah, I
you
guess the
could,
umbrella term is otherkin.
yeah, like you claim to be like these people claim to be these other kin and like, oh yeah, I do this and I do that. But like, okay, if you're doing this and telling everybody, how come you're not showing everybody you all there transforming into a mermaid or a werewolf or whatnot, a dragon?
And even if you don't show everybody, like not even your partner that lives with you has seen it. Hmm, interesting. So
Didn't we
that's how
have
I,
someone that also said that they were married to a dragon in another realm and they visited and was shifted into a dragon in that other realm?
yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
that they had like, yeah, they were married to a dragon. And here's my thing. And this also, depending on what you believe and stuff, this might ruffle a few feathers as well. But again, this is my beliefs and this is how I see things. I think that even though, not even though, all of the practitioners that I know that they were born this way. It's not just something they tried to learn. They were born with the ability. They have studied it and they actually like their practice is solid and knowledgeable of, and that spans different like kinds of witchcraft. I know witches that are like UK based, and a lot of their stuff is very traditionally that. We know Slavic witches, and their stuff is very traditionally that. You have my stuff, which tends to lean more like Mexican folk magic. Then your stuff is like a mix of Nordic and Appalachian.
Mm.
And like, there's just so many in our little friend group. And they're all different, but they're all really solid. And I believe in them and their abilities. Um, what was I going to say? Basically all of them, they still live in reality. it's it's one thing to be able to slip in and out of beliefs for the energy purposes, but to live your every single day life as if this is reality, that's when I have a problem, because it makes the rest of the community look cartoonish and
Yeah.
fake and fraudulent and like everybody is just insane.
Exactly, dude. And like not going completely into it and how Patreon, but like the community that was built for these kind of people, the person who ran it, like always dismissed everybody else's like other kin persona or whatever as
But for some
trash.
reason, your husband's was correct.
Yeah. Like they were cool, but everybody else like was not like to them was nothing. So it's like, okay, You can't sit there and like be a champion for this community while tearing down the community. So, like,
Yeah.
but I'll get into that later this afternoon.
But I guess my thoughts on the whole, like, I do know people who have what they consider not a spirit animal, but it's hard to explain because they will truly genuinely feel like their spirit is the spirit of the animal. It's not like a twin type thing, it's not a partnership type thing, it's like a no, it's just in me type
Yeah.
of thing. But again, they're not like transforming with the moon, and they're not their bones aren't rearranging because one, so you're going to tell me that your bones rearrange, your skin transforms, everything, your face, how does your skull change shape? That's, you know what I mean, like I make it make sense.
Yeah, dude. Like, not in like what you're saying. Like, I totally get like you feel like you have that spiritual energy to an animal. You connect with that spiritual energy, but I don't see you like, my poor little spirit animals are mouse and bat and tiny things. You don't see me getting smaller.
Right. You
I
just
mean,
turn into a mouse.
I'm as small as it is. You don't see me sitting there like just because I connect with these animals, transforming into a little mousey scurrying around my casa.
At the end of this episode, I need you to turn into a bat and fly away. That's how we're going to leave. I'm going to turn into a raccoon and scurry away, and you're going to turn into a bat and fly away. And that, like, so start stretching now because your bones,
Oh,
loosen up them bones so they can move.
got my husband over here laughing at us while he's freaking prepping the ribs for later tonight. He's like,
But
I don't know
yeah.
what y'all doing, but okay.
So I guess my thing with the other kins is don't automatically group them in with like witches and witchcraft and the occult, because that is definitely a something separate that, it probably has some overlap, and there's a lot of things like that. A lot of things that are in the occult get mixed and matched, and not everything witchcraft is astrology. Astrology isn't always in witchcraft, and otherkins are just over there. I actually would prefer them to be nowhere near this community, but
Like, I don't
unfortunately
even
they're
know how they even got lumped into this community. Like, honestly, like, from what I learned from the beginning, because first of all, I didn't know anything about that kind of stuff. Like, yes, I'm a horror movie person, unless like vampire stories, werewolf stories, monster stories and stuff. But like, I never grasped how those two got connected and like that whole community got thrown in with witchcraft and all that stuff. Like, I guess like my thing is it because of folklore and different practices and stuff, or
I think
what?
so. I think yeah. I
Like,
think you're right with that one. I think it's that plus, nothing in the witchcraft world is very cookie cutter.
no.
There's, like you don't, unless we're doing a working together, you don't really use astrological timing in your workings. That's just not your thing. Me? Oh, I rely on it like heavily. Um, but this, see, one thing I'm not going to do is be a liar or a hater. Well, maybe a little bit of a hater sometimes, but I'm not going to lie. So, one thing I can say is with the individual that we're talking about, I'm not trying to say that they aren't a real practitioner, because they are. And I have verified that myself, not just them, but their family. I will get further into that when we do our next live later today. But because, like, what happened with a working that we did, so um, I will get into that on there. So it's not that I don't think this person is a practitioner. I just think that they take having a spirit animal or a kindred spirit or whatever you want to call it. I don't really know too much about their practice or what it stems from or what traditions it comes from. But I will say that though I think they practice properly, they we know them a little more personally than most people do. Well, not so much me, but I think this person, well, we know this person has some psychology stuff that I'm not going to get into because it's nobody's business really. But I honestly think that if you think you transform you should seek psychological help with that. I can get behind you're still muted. I can get behind it if you think it's happening in like an astral or a separate, like if you're in like a meditative state doing something
Yeah.
like that, fine. I can get behind that, I guess. But you got to remember for me and most of the people I know, this is very extra. It seems very attention seeking. Um, Most of us are very low key. We don't want the attention. We just want to do the how do we get this to work?
Yeah.
You make it work and you don't do anything extra.
No, and I think with that whole thing, like I said, I didn't know jack about this whole other kin thing until like Amino. And like you're introduced to all these people. Hi, I'm so and so, and I'm this and that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I found the delusional people. Cool. Let me keep finding other cool people, because I'm gonna hard pass on a I'm a troll living under a bridge kind of thing. Like,
So I guess my thing is don't lump in all of that. The community is very diverse. You have people that do bare minimum, don't want attention, just trying to be in their practice unbothered. And then you have people that are like, look at me, I'm a witch, I can do this. And then, witchcraft as a fad, I feel like is kind of leveling out. It
mm-hmm.
happens. It happens. This happens all the time. It's a cycle.
We got the highs and peaks of the trendiness.
So I think with I think with all of the stuff going on with the Jezebel article and just it having its moment over the last like 5 to 10 years, it's leveling out. It happens. There's highs and lows. And fortunately, I think that the backlash from everything with that article is kind of getting us older practitioners being like, hey, it's time to hunker down, be quiet. There's too much attention on the community. Um,
Yeah.
and the ones that were role playing, I think they got scared.
Oh yeah.
They were like, ooh, maybe we shouldn't role play this. I'm going to go back to being a regular Becky instead of a Becky that's trying to teach yoga and act like this salt shaker with glitter in it is doing something.
Yeah.
Because,
No.
because that was something we ranted about for a long time while the fad was kind of building up was all the salt and pepper shakers with glitter in it. It was always some like a chicken rub
Yes.
with some glitter in it. And I was just like, girl, it's literally salt and rosemary and glitter. Like, what are you doing?
Dude, I'm like my whole thing with that one was like I threw glitter into my stuff when I was 5. We older. Why we got glitter up and everything? I just was waiting for someone to burn their house down, lighting glitter on fire. I really was. I was waiting to hear wannabe witch's house burns down to glitter explosion.
Hold on, I gotta address something real quick. So, okay, some people actually know me as Hestia. If you are here and you are like, who the hell is Angel? Same person. Honestly, I don't really care which
No.
one you call me. I still work, like my astrology business is still very much Hestia Rose Astrology. Hestia is fine. It's a working name for me. So I'm not like offended if you call me that name. But my name is Angel. Like that's
Yeah,
actually my name. Like my family calls me Angel. Like that's my name.
that be
Um,
her name.
so honestly, you could call me either one. I don't really care.
On this one,
But
we go by our actual names here.
yeah. That was something that pissed me off too is uh I always called you Brandy or Brandy Boo and
Yeah.
she would like double down on calling you the screen name you had at the time and I'm just like you can do what you want to do. I'm going to call her Brandy because we're friends. Like I'm going to
Yeah.
use her name. The only reason I was going under Hestia at the time is because I was still in the broom closet. The only people that knew was them and my husband and my little sister and that was it. So, but when I came out, I'm like, I don't need to hide who I am anymore. I could give a shit less if my in laws find out. I stopped hiding it. I don't flaunt it. I don't say, hey, guess what? Did you know your daughter in law is a witch? I don't say stupid shit like that. But I also don't hide my books. I don't hide my tarot decks. I don't hide anything anymore. I don't give a shit. You could come in and see candles burning and a working going. I'm not explaining shit to nobody. I'm an adult. This is my house. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, dude. Exactly. Like, yeah. I mean, that's a like here we go by our actual names. We're not hiding under anything.
Well, I am a little bit, but
But yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like,
um,
I don't even know how my screen name became my name there.
here's the thing though. I always wanted to show my face, but I wanted to do it in a way that felt safer
Yeah.
because a lot of people get attacked online for whatever reasons. I'm it's not even about being scared of it or anything. It's just I don't like drama of any kind, whether it's online, in person, somebody else's. I don't care. I just don't want nothing to do with any of it. My life is very boring, very peaceful, very quiet. Like you hear my house, if I stop talking, it's silent. There's no kids running around, there's no animals, like there's no people. I am alone and it is silent in this house. It's
No.
very peaceful. So I don't like being in any kind of drama.
No, dude.
But I always wanted to be able to like have y'all see me and connect. I feel like the connection is better when you can see their facial expressions, when you can see how they talk. Because I talk with my hands a lot too. And you wouldn't, I don't know, you don't really know my mannerisms because you don't see me. And that sucks. But I always wanted to do it in a place where I'm like, look, they're here because they fuck with me.
Exactly.
And that's what Patreon is for me now.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the first Patreon live because I mean, I got to see your expressions outside of our personal conversations.
Right.
So, I was like, oh, people get to see the faces and it's awesome.
Yeah, hopefully I'm less jittery today because I could not sit still. I was very all over the place. But
Yeah, by the time I
um
woke up, she had already been on like her second or third cup of coffee before I even had my first.
yeah, I think I have it a little bit more together today. But what was I saying? I don't know. I'm tired. My medication makes me a little out of it. But Fearless did bring up a couple things. So back to what we were saying about when the fad was building up, how there was like a bunch of chicken rubs and salt and pepper shakers and lots of little glitter bottles. Um, Fearless brought up the exploding candles. Yeah, there was whenever the fad kicks up, there's always like some weird shit that comes along with it that the rest of the like the legit part of the community looks at
Yeah.
and they just stare like, what did you just do? They
I
got
remember
people.
I
Go
remember
ahead.
the exploding candles because they would put crystals that could not be heated in these things, and the
Mm.
the crystal would catch and explode because of the mineral it was made of. Oh, dude, that was terrible. That's
And
why I
people were
wanted to.
setting fires with
Yes.
candles and crystal balls because they had no idea how to own these things. Yeah, it was an interesting time. I'm really glad to see that it's not as popular as it was 5 years ago. I'm hoping that it continues to die down. I hope we continue to um, just pull in on ourselves. And that's what I want to
Yeah.
do with the Patreon. I want, if you are legit and you're not out here filming TikToks running through your neighbor's yard, um,
With smoke bombs behind you to make it mysterious.
right, like you want to look mysterious. You put more time and effort into TikToks than you do your freaking workings. I say, oh, you see, that's what I'm saying. When I say workings, you can't even see me doing the little what you call it, the little finger gestures, like the quotations. Yeah, that she'll do it for me.
I'll do it. Workings.
Workings. You put more effort into making sure your TikTok looks all magical than actually being magical. You don't have a magical bone in your body.
Yes, dude. Like, I mean, like, we previously made a point of saying, like, your workings aren't gonna look pretty. Sometimes they look downright disgusting. They're not supposed to be this pretty, aesthetically looking thing. Even though the most ugly thing we can make actually turns out looking pretty, but still, like, that's what I don't like. Like, that's what really annoyed me was like these people trying to tell you that it needs to be aesthetically pleasing. And it's like, have you not seen some of the workings that like these really big, like older witches do? Like, they are downright gross.
Yeah. Like, don't even get me started on polvos.
Yes.
Like, there's things that are in my practice very heavily that would absolutely scare off, terrify, and disgust these little TikTok girls. They would
Mm-hmm.
absolutely fucking cry, scream, and run away. They're not cut like that. They are very
Mm-mm.
much cut for making salt and pepper shakers with glitter in it. Um, what is happening?
I don't know. The wind
Oh,
knocking shit
you just
over
all of a
on
sudden turned around. I'm like, what is going on? But
the wind.
yeah, so I'm glad that's dying down. But my purpose with this show and the Patreon was, if you are legit and you're not out there seeking attention and you just want other legitimate witches that take it seriously, aren't constantly seeking attention, and just want to build a community where you can learn from each other or not. Like, you don't have to share information. It could just be I want to talk to another person who's level headed, and you know, that's our only
Yeah.
thing. Don't, I guess my only thing is, don't come into this community with any kind of negativity, because we're too chill for that. And I will absolutely kick you out of the community. Like, I will
Yeah.
block you on everything. um,
Yeah, like we have the Discord for like this is one of the reasons we set up the Discord with the Patreon so we
we have a
could
very bare bones Discord. I
it's
don't want to
good.
oversell the Discord.
I mean, I will because I live on Discord because that is how my oldest likes to communicate with mommy during the day. So I'm always on Discord and like conversations there will
Well,
be fun.
the reason I said I don't want to oversell the Discord is because it is very bare bones right now. I haven't really had a chance to build like different chat groups and stuff like that. It exists, but there's pretty much just one group chat right now.
For now.
But also there's a group chat on the Patreon too.
Yeah.
So you
So you
can
have
you
two
can
different
talk to us everywhere.
and there's different places we can have conversations.
But that
So
is the only place you'll actually get solid interaction from, because we use social media for like advertising purposes, but we don't just hang out there. So you're not going to get like astrology answers from me on our TikTok, because I don't, she posts on our TikTok. I
yeah, I
have
run
never,
that.
never been on there. She actually does all the social media posting. I'm more so like uh Patreon, newsletter, Discord, which
Ugh.
is a little behind, but we're getting there. Um,
Well, speaking of our TikTok, we have an awesome, where is she? So we have an awesome follower that she's been there since we started our TikTok. And she has her own community, which is very freaking cool. And I mean, it's up my alley, but she's always supported anything what I've posted on our TikTok about us. And I think she follows us here on YouTube. And her thing is the Society of Spooky Ladies. Like she
okay.
started a whole like society and community for like us weirdos, and I think she's a practitioner herself, but like she's making us spooky weird girls and moms and wives like a safe space community where we're not fetishized and stuff. So, but yeah, I mean, that found a lot. We found a lot of our people on TikTok, but that's not where I have conversations. So if you try to message us there, I'm not gonna unless it's important, I'm not gonna respond to you on our TikTok messages. I'm just there
True.
to post people.
Um, and I will almost not respond anywhere.
No, if you get a response,
I'm not really a chatty Cathy with people on social media, but we do try to respond to as many like comments as we can. Um, yeah.
yeah, like that's the thing. Like I've noticed, like some people, I don't know if they realize who's posting on our TikTok or our Instagram, and like I'll respond to comments, but I've seen like I think some of our family members not realizing who's running TikTok on both sides of us, sending us messages and like, wrong TikTok, ma'am. Wrong
Hey, little
TikTok.
sister, stop it. I know that's
Sisters.
who. It's my little sister that she's
No, and it's
talking
also
about.
it's also one of my siblings too. My youngest brother does it, not realizing that it's a group thing. It's a business. Like he forgets to switch to my personal TikTok. Cause he had asked me the same thing yesterday. He's like, "How come you haven't messaged me on TikTok? I sent you some dumb stuff." I go, "Cause you sent it to the wrong one, homie, and I don't respond on that one
Yeah,
unless it's business." And he's like,
you
"Oh,
guys treat our business TikTok like a business TikTok, or I'm gonna block you from it.
siblings, siblings."
Yes, gotta love
Oh,
it.
they're
Let's
great.
see. Oh, one last thing about the Patreon. I promise I'll stop talking about it. Um,
We're
if
proud of it. Keep talking.
if you're there and you're waiting on stuff, we're trying to catch up. We're going to try to spend tomorrow and the next day catching up because like I said, my life is crazy right now. I have in-laws coming and they're not leaving.
Nope.
So I have a lot going on this month and next month. Actually, the rest of the year through actually until the middle of February. This is the worst time of the year for me. So we're gonna be struggling, but we're gonna try to figure it out.
Yes. So far, so
So
good.
please be patient with us. And we're getting close to wrap up time. I do want to shout out everybody who signed up for our Patreon. We did not expect the turnout to be what it was. I thought there was going to be like one or two people. Um, but thank you guys. And it's it's all familiar faces. And I'm going to say that that actually means more than what you guys think because y'all were there, y'all saw everything, and you still showed up for us. And that feels good
Yes.
because there was times where I was like, damn, am I the problem?
Mm-mm.
Like there really were times where I was like, fuck, I think I'm the problem. I think I'm holding us back. And, you know, the way things are going, I was wrong. Period. Like I
Yeah.
was wrong. And we appreciate all of you being here. And I just want to shout out all of our Patreon patrons. Thank you for being there. Seriously. That's
Yeah.
great. We love you guys.
That
And
makes
and on
makes
and
it
on
great.
more it's with and you know obviously if you're a stranger and you sign up next week and you're listening to this like playback, I'm not talking about you unfortunately, but I do want to say that out of the patrons that we have right now, we actually do have a lot of love, like real love for you in real life because everybody
Yes.
that's there right now has known us for years at this point and we fuck with y'all. Like seriously, thank you.
It's amazing. I'm like, I mean, there's been a few of you that pointed out that what you all saw previously and why you're here, and it's really, really cool. And we appreciate it, like absolutely appreciate that. I think it makes it feel well worth moving forward.
And I really hope y'all join our next live, hopefully live, but even if you watch it on a playback, I'm going to have a pointed question for you. And I'm actually interested to hear everybody's response. So, yeah.
I don't even know
Anywho,
what the question is.
I I know, right?
I'm like, wait, I don't even know what the question is.
It's fine. I'll tell you in between. But
Woo,
I don't think I have anything else to say right now.
I don't
There's nothing
either.
really going on.
Not until
So,
later.
we can wrap up and yeah, I really hope you guys join us for our next one because we're going to go in on some of the topics that we briefly touched on today here.
Yes. I appreciate the reminders and points that go with this from our amazing Patreon followers.
Yes. In fact, there's two of you guys who actually know about this a lot. And if y'all join, that would be great because you could help the conversation. So hopefully we will see y'all in how much time between now and
10, 11,
then?
12, 1, 2, 3, about 4 or 5 hours.
We'll see y'all in a few hours. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I think that one will be fun. Those ones I think will always be fun. because we don't have to, not that I'm super PC here, but
We don't have to filter anything
yeah,
at all.
there's much less filter. Maybe
Oh.
we need a little more. But anyways, yeah, thanks for being here and check out our Patreon.
Yay. See you guys later if you join.
Oh, real quick, we
Uh,
also have a buy us a coffee if you want to just like donate without having to sign up or anything. That is also a possibility, and you will be able to find that link down below.
yes.
So thanks for supporting, and we will see y'all in a few hours.